You wouldn't make love to me. You fell fast asleep. You wouldn't even talk to me. You said, I'm so crazy. You said, I'm so crazy, girl. Coming home intoxicated. You see, I just wanna love you. I just wanna love you, baby. That is why I'm so elated. Come on now, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. Don't you wanna be mine tonight? Come on, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. I can make you feel alright. Come on now, give it to me, baby. Give it up, girl. Give it to me, baby. Give it to me. Give me that stuff, that funk, that sweet, that funky stuff.
Morning. Stopped you for your tinted windshield, tinted side windows. You have your license and insurance, please.
Man, I just got rolled for that shit, man. I got caught on the night.
Okay. Well, I need to see your license and your insurance, please, for your tinted windshield and your tinted side windows.
So you finna write me, what, 2 citations?
I need to see your license and your insurance.
Y'all ain't giving nigga time to take the motherfucker off. Yeah, that's my insurance right there. You just did.
No, I need
man, that's my insurance right there.
A physical or digital copy.
I ain't got no motherfucking, I ain't got it.
Okay, you're refusing to show your insurance?
No, I ain't refusing. I have it. What the fuck you mean I'm refusing? I ain't refusing shit.
See it.
The last motorcycle cop, I told him I got it. I ain't show it to him. He didn't say it. He didn't say all that shit. Y'all niggas doing some bullshit, man.
Here's your license.
Hey, now, last officer didn't verify that my motherfucking CDL. Now, man.
Right, if you could roll this window up to about right here, please.
Man, fuck all that. You already undid it, man.
You're refusing to do that?
Now, man, goddamn, man. What?
All right, right there. All right, you're at 4. You can't be below 25. And your insurance, please.
Tired of you motherfuckers, man. You got some gas in that motherfucker, in that motorcycle? You got some gas in it?
You need to see your license.
Are you refusing to tell me you got some gas in it? Are you refusing to tell me you got some gas in that motherfucker? Huh? Bust ass nigga. Fuck he coming over for? Lame ass nigga. Nigga, he got the job, nigga. Ain't finna fuck with him. He ain't in harm, nigga.
Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, man, I'm just fucked up right now, nigga. I'm trying to go to work, nigga. Fuck.
Okay, well, you look for your insurance. I'll be back in a minute.
That's what the last officer said. The fuck? Nigga like you can't read my license plate, dumb ass nigga. They got my ass. Damn, these niggas just gonna pull me over again. Why the fuck I come this way, man? Come on, man. Right, the motherfuckers, hurry up. Let's go. I got shit to do. Let's go. Hurry up.
Okay. You have a citation for your windshield tint and your side window tint. I'm not going to give you a ticket for not having proof of insurance.
You can't. You ain't
yes,
got,
I can.
No, the fuck you can't.
The law says you have to have physical or digital copy of your insurance, and you don't have that.
I do have that.
No, you have to show it to me.
I can show you that, but
you never showed it to me.
You ain't give me time, nigga. But the last
I haven't given you time.
the last that I was finding it, but
just show it to me.
Fuck you talking about? What you can't write? You got me fucked up. Nigga, I ain't riding around here fucked up.
Okay, that expired June 10th.
This ain't the one.
Well, that's the one.
Nah, my shit ain't expired, nigga.
Okay, sir. You have 12 days to contact. All the information to the court is listed right here.
Bet.
Drive safely.
You drive safely too.
What's happening? Yeah. Happy. I take the trash out. Fuck. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Gotta take the trash out. Ain't that about a blip? What's happening, y'all? What's the word? Word. Bird's the word. Yeah. Bird. Bird is the word. Okay. Everybody healthy, wealthy, all that good stuff. Dun 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 dun. Okay. We're up. All right, everybody's here. Okay. Good evening. Salutations. Right. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Yeah. Dagenstan, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. We are here. I don't have too much effery. I really don't, because I'm not trying to do black effery, y'all. I don't care about the Nolan Wells autopsy report. Who cares? Is anybody locked up? No. I don't care about Nolan. I hate to say it like this. I don't care about Nolan Wells. If his family ain't gonna ride for him, why should I? That's what I guess I should ask. If your family is not willing to ride out for you, why would you expect me to care? Okay? Why? Why should you expect the rest of us to crash out for this young man that you won't even do that for? I'm good. 9 million default on student loans? Shit. It took me 10 years to pay mine off. And my parents had to help me. I'm not ashamed to say that my parents had to help me pay my student loans. It is what it is. Why is my lip so shiny? What the fuck? It's not cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't care about Nolan Wells. Please don't ask. Autopsy came back inconclusive. Nobody's going to jail. Matter of fact, this is how much I don't care about the Nolan Wells thing. This is how bad it's gotten. Let me go to Twitter real quick. This is how bad it's gotten. If the parents ain't gonna ride out for this kid, don't expect me. Okay? Y'all have my solemn oath. If God forbid anything happens to me, just you will see my mugshot. I will be like this in my mugshot. Okay? Just put some money on my books. Ladies, if you're a fan, ever been a fan, a couple flicks here and there, I would be greatly appreciated. The wife, I'm sure she'll let it slide because I'm locked up. They won't let me out. You know what I'm saying? Just look out for your boy. Where is this at? Listen, if the parents ain't gonna ride out for this boy, I don't care. Okay? I don't care. Why is my shit? It keeps blocking this out. Why? Let me stop. Let me see. What is this? Open this link. Third party. Yes, third parties are allowed. So let me play the video, son. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Okay. No. Okay. Let it unblock. What is this? 88 days until cookies are blocked again. Okay, that's fine. Yes, allow it. What is this? Bookmark added. I don't need to add a bookmark. What is this? Open. Okay, open. This is weird. Why is it not doing this? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, it opens with this. This plays just fine. Okay, so what's going on here? Oh, the search query. Let's do this. Hold up. Okay, Twitter. And I don't mean to sound callous or, like wanting to see somebody like go off the rails, but if you're not going to ride out for your kid, why would you expect me to? I don't understand that. To me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, I'll happily support somebody that's locked up for, avenging their child. Like that goes without saying. Like, of course I would support that. I'm not saying you should, whatever, but okay, let's do this. So let me play. Never mind. I'll go to his IG. Okay, let's go here real quick. Where's his IG at? Let's do IG. Okay. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay. Let's go here. Once again, if you're not going to ride out for your kid, why would you expect me to do, or the public to do the same, right? Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Okay, all right. I finally saw Odyssey on the Dolby screen. I have to say that I really liked it. Definitely not my top 5 though. It's not surprising. Prestige, Oppenheimer, Tenet, Inception, and Dark Knight. Listen, I told you. The IMAX is a grift, man. IMAX is a whole damn grift. What are you gonna do when it's on streaming? How are you gonna change the aspect ratio of your 70-inch TV? It's a grift. I'm glad you liked it though. Definitely not his top 5. Definitely bottom 5, bottom 6, bottom 7 movies he's ever done. For sure. Oh, the one. Thank you for the gold coin. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, man, it's not even Friday. But let's go here. If your folks will not ride out for you, look, Brandon Tatum has one of the white boys. This is one of the boys accused of taking the boy's phone and car keys. Why would I ride out for you? Why should I care? This is your child. I don't care. You don't care. I don't care. Let's go here. This is nasty work. And shout out to Brandon Tatum. He's a despicable human being, but he got the interview. Nasty work. Wait. No sound? Oh, we back on this shit again. Hold up. We back on this again. No sound. All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait. I know. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me fix it. Why does it keep muting itself? That's weird. All right, I'll run it back. No problems. Let's go.
Like with Nolan, who was he to you?
Nolan, I could describe Nolan in a million ways. I mean, Nolan was not just a best friend of me, but he was a brother. I grew up through elementary, middle school, high school, and even our freshman year of college. You know, we talked on the phone all the time. We were really close friends. And I mean, Nolan was like a brother to me. And Nolan lit up every room he walked in. He always had a smile on his face. He always had something good to say. I've never seen Nolan get in an argument.
Okay, somebody said Nolan's mother already confirmed this was not his best friend, so this interview was irrelevant, especially if you weren't asking any questions that you should have asked, like who provided the alcohol? Why would you leave your friend there without his cell phone, knowing y'all been drinking on an island that you need boat access to? Listen, once again, if the parents won't ride out for this boy, don't ask me to. Okay, let's go.
Argument with somebody and say bad things about someone. You know, there's a lot of people that talk crap nowadays,
and parents that don't ride out for their children, I look at them crazy. Now, I don't expect all parents to risk their livelihood and go do 10 years in prison because someone did something to your child. I don't expect all parents to do that, but do something, goddammit. Baseball bat to the kneecaps, you know what I'm saying? A stab wound to the side, you know what I'm saying? Like, do something. Beer bottle upside the head, do something. Okay, so yeah, don't 187, fine, but do something to somebody. Catch at least one of them.
Nolan was never that person. Sweetest soul ever. And I mean, I had a great relationship with Nolan. I've never got in an argument with Nolan. We were super close, and I've never said or will ever have anything bad to say about Nolan Wells.
This is nasty work. I can't even be mad at Brandon.
What was
Tatum.
your relationship
I'm not mad at Brandon Tatum. He's a disgusting human being, but the parents should be like super. What is this? Let me go back to his page. He's got other clips. The parents should be super livid, right? I'm not understanding. Let's go here.
The boys are going to explain to me exactly what went on, how many people were there,
I thought all the kids were lawyered up. So if these kids are all lawyered up, why are they talking to a YouTuber? Y'all, I don't care if he's former law enforcement. That was a long time ago, another lifetime ago. If these kids are all lawyered up, like everyone was reporting, why are they talking to him? If they're all lawyered up, why are they talking to him?
many boats were taken out, which I think the world is going to be completely dumbfounded when they realize what the truth really is, because the lies have been pervasive. So we're right here where Nolan left on the boat, and you'll find out how many people were there, how many boats, and then we're going to take that same path out. I'm going to go look at Horn Island and see exactly where they could have been to get a perspective that the media don't even care to try to do. And then we're going to take the trek back, and we're going to find out exactly what happened to Nolan. This is the reason why I'm here, man. I want you guys to have a voice. I want you guys to be able to speak out and show what the truth really is, and then let the world decide. I just don't want you guys to end up in a situation where your story never gets heard. Right here is where Nolan and probably 20 other kids got on the boat. So it's not just Nolan and 3 other kids. That was a lie. That was a myth. I'm going to prove that. Right here is where the kids were docking, and we're going to show you a video that coincided. I'm going to walk at the exact angle that the video is being broadcast from, so you know that I'm exactly where I say I am. But the boys were here. Tons of people you'll see on the video is getting onto the boat, and they took 3 boats out. It wasn't just one. It wasn't just Nolan and 4 boys. It was a multitude of people on several different.
Once again, I have to I take my hat off to Brandon Tatum. He's down there. If the parents ain't riding out, why should I care?
From boats, and some of the boys that they're accusing wasn't even on the boat that Nolan was on. But let me show you from the vantage point where I have the video to prove that I'm here where I say I am. And so right now, here's the angle that you're gonna see on the footage. It's just from probably that boat to, maybe about 30, 40 feet here to the right. And this is where the video is showing how many people were actually out there, actually getting on the boats. So therefore it debunks very clearly that it was only Nolan and 4 boys going out here to Horn Island.
I cannot be mad.
This is where the lie started, but we're at Horn Island in almost the exact same position where the boys were, where Nolan was. So if you look out right here, just so you guys can get a perspective, you have the Horn Island here, but I want you guys to put this in your mind what this was like on that day. You have boats 2, 3, 4 deep from way down there where you can see all the way through here. You have thousands of people on this island, probably 2,000 people. So this wasn't some abandoned, secluded island where nobody's at, but on 4th of July, this is a celebration. And so this wasn't a small place where 4 boys took their black friend and dropped him off and never seen him again. This place was flooded with people. Tons of people, multiple boats, multiple friend groups. I mean, everybody's here having a good time. And then the boat gets towed out because it was this is where the lie's getting ready to sink. And so, and for what I was told, they told Nolan, get on the boat, man, get on the boat, get on the freaking boat. And he decided, because he's an adult, that he was gonna stay behind. And all the boys that they've been accusing, and they saying it had something to do with his death, they were all gone at 4:30. They were all gone. And they told Nolan to get on the boat, he didn't. And then there was a report of somebody seeing Nolan around 6:30-ish. This is where the lie started.
See, that's why you can't expect me to care, man. For what? Why? The parents don't even give a shit. That's why I don't care. Like, unfortunately, we got our views off the thing. We eating for it off for a little bit. But at the end of the day, man, do something. Bust a move. I don't know. Do something. Yeah, he's such a great kid, and a light was extinguished early under nefarious means. Somebody gotta catch these stitches. Somebody gotta go to the hospital at the very least. Somebody going to the hospital. Like, just don't, even if it wasn't you, but just because you was in proximity and I felt you did it, you know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal, but You got to catch these stitches. You got to spend a couple days in the hospital. You know what I'm saying? We'll work all the other shit out in court later on. I'm just saying, man. Like somebody got to come. You got to go see somebody in a white coat with a clipboard. I got to hear the heartbeat monitor. You know what I'm saying? The blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? You got to get hooked up to some machinery. You need an IV drip. You gonna get fucked up. Like I need you to be messed up. You know, I need you to go ahead and do those lives, IG lives from the hospital bed. Like, this daddy came, her daddy came for me, y'all. I didn't even do it. He got the wrong guy. Yeah, well, I had to get somebody. Okay? I had to get somebody. Yeah, man, her pop's tripping, man. I wasn't even there, man. God told him he was the wrong guy. Yeah, well, you know what? Message has been sent. Don't worry. When I get out, I'll go tell who you said did it again, who was there. I'll go get them at some point. Okay? What we talking about, y'all? Oh my God, is this the 2026 Tawana Brawley all over again? Is this Tawana Brawley all over again? Disgusting work. I don't even care about the autopsy, y'all. I really don't. But you know what? Since I done brought it up, let's go here. It was inconclusive. No water in the lungs, so he didn't drown. Right? Let's go here. And this is the one that Colin Kaepernick paid for, yes? This is the one Colin Kaepernick spent about 40, 50 racks. Have it flown, the body flown out to... Is this the one, right? Okay. Let's see. So listen, extensive additional dissections performed. Face, posterior head, neck, ribs, pelvis, soft tissue. Cut this boy up. Soft tissues of the back, buttocks, arms, legs. No fractures found. No deep tissue injuries identified except a 12 by 8 inch focal area of red discoloration in the deep soft tissue of the occipital region in the back of the head. No skin laceration or skull fracture associated with it. Etiology unclear. Pathologist states it is inconclusive for perimortem injury due to decomposition. Flag for further investigation. Significant limitations noted. Prior organ dissection prevented direct examination of airway, lungs for... Okay, so here we go. This is what I was looking for. So they were limited to prior organ dissection prevented direct examination of airway, lungs for water, and stomach contents. Because this is what I'm looking for. They say he drowned, right? This is what I'm looking for: lungs in the water. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't go into the lungs. Huh. Okay. Hey. The forensic pathologist identified several limitations during the second autopsy that created barriers to establishing a definitive cause and manner of death. The second autopsy performed on Nolan Wells revealed marked decompositional changes, bruising on the skin surface, especially during the second autopsy examination. So they had to basically go cut up a body that was already cut up. For these reasons, additional dissection procedures not performed during the first autopsy examination were performed to rule out potential blunt force injuries responsible for the death. These procedures included facial dissection, that cut this boy up, posterior head and neck dissection, a dissection of the ribs, pelvic dissection, subcutaneous and deep soft tissue dissection of the back, buttocks, arms, and legs. There were no fractures or deep tissues injuries identified. So they talking about this little cut, this area of discoloration in the back of the head. Okay. The etiology of this findings is unclear. There are no lacerations of the overlying skin, nor fractures of the underlying skull. These findings are inconclusive for perimortem injury due to both the extent of decomposition and the abuse of associated injuries. This finding, however, is significant enough to be highlighted in this preliminary report for further investigation. It is important to reiterate that this finding could not have been observed in the first autopsy because the posterior head and neck dissections were not. See, yeah, okay, that's the markings he had in the back of his head. Okay. performed. Another limitation faced by this forensic pathologist was the absence of the anterior internal neck structure. So the boy's neck, now this is the weird part. The tracheal and laryngeal cartilages, thyroid horn, and hyoid bone were not received with the body. It is assumed that the initial pathologist retained these structures for additional evaluation. The retention of the anterior neck structures during the initial autopsy is a common forensic pathology practice. It's common. Nevertheless, a posterior neck dissection performed without review of the anterior neck structure is incomplete. Therefore, this pathologist cannot rule out injury to the neck as a contributor or cause of death. Okay? Because the initial autopsy rightfully removed and dissected each organ, there are additional limitations inherent in the second autopsy. The most significant of the limitations was the inability to directly observe the airway and lungs for water and directly observe the stomach for gastric contents. So I guess the first pathologist, Stacy Wells, is the one that always does everybody pretty much. And for whatever reason, when she gets hands on a black body, it always comes out there's no real cause of death, right? So you can only assume that she took out the lungs and the stomach contents, right? If there were fluid in the lungs, she drained the lungs out. That's, we're speculating on what the first pathologist did as to why the second pathologist was not able to observe the airway and lungs for water. Because all I wanted to know was their lungs in the water, because they said the boy drowned. If the boy drowned, his lungs in the water. That's it. That's all. Okay. Lastly, in cases where a death has occurred in or around a body of water with suspicion of drowning, it is important to confirm how that person entered the water. This information is especially important for those deaths of persons who can swim, as is the case with Nolan Wells. At the time of this report, the forensic pathologist does not know the condition of Nolan Wells, conscious or unconscious, forced or unforced, before entering the water. Definitive circumstances of death are required to determine manner of death. For these reasons, this pathologist cannot rule out if any intervening non-accidental factors contributed to or caused the death of Nolan Wells. With the following questions still outstanding: what were the circumstances that led Nolan Xavier entering the water? What was the body position when found? Was there water in the airway? Is there any evidence of injuries to the anterior neck structures? Is there any evidence of intracranial hemorrhage, subdural or subacronoid? What was the composition of the stomach contents? What are the toxicology report findings? Right? They said he was drinking, so he was out there underage drinking. Okay. The best classification for the cause and manner of death for Nolan Xavier Wells is undetermined pending investigation. This is what Colin Kaepernick spent 50 racks for. Now, what do you want me to do? I'm part of the public. I'm a parent myself. What do you want me to do with this? Y'all, some of you guys are parents. What are we supposed to do with this? What are we supposed to do with this? Hey, don't be out here like a Nolan Wells. Is that what you want me to tell me, y'all? Don't be like Nolan Wells. That's all you got for me? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this? What am I supposed to do with this? Like, I don't even care at this point. I hate to say it, but okay. Oh well. All right, man. I'm just saying, man. Okay. All right. Don't get mad at the kid. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at the kid. Oh, let's go here. Oh, let's go here. Okay. Pit bulls. Stinking ass pit bulls.
Took my better half away.
Through sobs, a heartbroken widow faced the couple convicted of killing her husband through their negligence.
PTSD is now something I will have to deal with the rest of my life. Extreme loneliness and emptiness.
Juanita Nehera and her husband, Ramon Nehera, were attacked by dogs that had broken free from their fence in February of 2023.
This was...
Oh, that was that case. Oh, because I remember the video. This was that case. Wow.
Preventable.
The dog's owners pleaded guilty and went straight to the punishment phase. A district judge sentenced Christian Moreno to 18 years in prison. His wife, Abilene Schneider, was sentenced to 15 years.
They were devastated by the experience as well. Let's not forget that this was not an intentional act.
But the victim's son felt the ruling was fair.
They didn't seem remorseful or sorrowful.
The family's fight isn't over, though.
There's somebody that should be sitting right there next to you guys, and it should be the city.
A judge seemingly siding with the family, even though the city was not on trial.
I find the testimony I heard from the city of San Antonio very difficult to believe.
The Najeras have filed a lawsuit against San Antonio. In a statement tonight, a spokesperson for the city attorney's office said, quote, "The responsibility for the actions of pets lies with the pet's owners. The city has not yet..."
Okay. Tragic, man. I know y'all keep saying it's always the owners, never the dog. I know, never the breed. Okay. Look up the dog mauling case from San Francisco in the early 2000s. They actually got murder 2 charges because the prosecution was able to prove the owners had literally no control, even partially, over the dog's behavior. The dogs were capable and willing to kill a person. They killed livestock on a previous farm. The dogs were extremely reactive. Should one get set off, they would be powerless to intervene. The conviction was appealed because some people feel it's logically impossible to commit murder too via a dog accident, but it was ultimately reinstated because when the judge tested all the facts against the definition of manslaughter, it failed. Okay, man. Matter of fact, okay, all right. Okay. All right. Y'all got it, man. It's never the owners. It's always, I know, or it's never the dog's fault. Y'all give dogs passes for every goddamn thing. Okay. All right, all you dog whisperers. Okay, I hear you. I would assume the dog did get put down. I mean, if the owners are going to prison, I'm more than sure the dog got put down. I'm more than sure. Matter of fact, there was a video I didn't even bother with. Dojo Argento. It attacked the owner's daughter. Now, this is not about pit bulls, but attacks owner's daughter. This is not about pit bulls, but nonetheless, these certain dogs bred for protection, defensive work, you know. Y'all, because it sounds cool, right? So look, so we got here a 2-year-old male dojo attacked his teenage owner. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here.
Bangs trimmed usually doesn't take that long, but it was getting your bangs trimmed usually doesn't take that long, but it was a little more time in the chair for Alice here.
We're gonna go and get her bangs trimmed on all of her wigs.
One wig after another. Something her mom, Destiny, didn't imagine her 5-year-old daughter would need until that day back in April.
I would have never thought that my daughter would be viciously mauled in my own front yard.
Alice and her brother were playing out here in front of their on-away home.
I ran out, I watched the dogs take her to the ground, and I was on top of her right when she hit the ground, and I started fighting.
2 dogs who lived a mile across town suddenly here in the yard, relentlessly biting and tearing into the pair.
In a matter of minutes, they scalped her. They bit the back of her neck. They bit her ribs on her back. She had multiple lacerations and puncture wounds. They broke her arm by biting it down to the bone.
Destiny, despite being attacked herself, doing all she could to save little Alice.
I broke my thumb because I was grabbing their jaws to pull them off of her, and there was 2 of them, so I had to take turns, and they were also playing tug of war with us.
But the reality is,
I can only liken fighting a dog to trying to fight a lawnmower blade. You do not win.
Destiny's screams brought help from neighbors to wrangle the dogs. A 911 call brought help for the victims.
They life flighted her to DeVos.
Listen, if I could Thanos snap If I could Thanos snap away all American Staffordshire pit bulls and their variants with one, I would eradicate the entire breed, all of them. I would with just one snap. And I used to own one as a kid. So that tells you something. I've seen how just the breed ain't worth shit. The breed ain't worth a goddamn thing. It ain't worth 2 dead flies. The breed is crap.
She went under a 6.5-hour surgery to reconstruct her scalp.
Since then, multiple surgeries to repair as best they can little Alice. The dog's ordered by the court to be euthanized. And Mom, who owns and loves dogs, launching a mission.
I would like to see the laws changed. I would like to see the law have consequence for dog owners of dogs that attack or maul.
Under current Michigan law, a dog owner can be financially liable for damages, even if the animal's never shown signs of aggression before. But without a track record of that aggression, most likely that dog owner won't face criminal charges.
It's just like if we drive a car and we do so recklessly and we cause serious harm or death.
Or if you own a firearm, same thing. Or if you're a drug dealer and your supply kills somebody because it's laced with fentanyl, yeah, all rules should apply.
There's criminal charges that follow that. If you own a firearm and you treat that recklessly and there's serious harm or death, you are charged criminally. Why is it that dogs and dog owners are the exception to the rule?
Destiny believes that if more dog owners knew there could be legal consequences for not monitoring, controlling, and restraining their animals, maybe there would be fewer Alices out there in the future.
Now, she got attacked by a dojo. This is what she got attacked by. It was 2 of them. All right. This is what she got hit with. There's 2 of them.
Dogumentary TV, producing the best breed documentaries on YouTube.
Foremost, and not for everybody. You have to be very strong-willed to have a dogo. You have to know what you're doing to have a dogo. The breed's supposed to be rare, and that's for a reason.
The Dogo Argentino is a hunting breed developed in Argentina specifically for hunting boar and puma, based on the fighting dog of Cordoba, and started adding other breeds to it. There's a long list of the breeds. I'm not going to list them all. There's also some ambiguity in how much they use certain breeds, like the Irish Wolfhound, for example. With that said, it was developed to be larger than the fighting dog of Cordoba and to track and catch wild boar, as well as fight puma.
Protection to the Livingstone Ranch, go down these valleys and chase rabbits, and they get a taste of the outdoors and the ability to run and just be really free and do what they like to do. That kind of satisfies a little bit of their outdoors desire, their hunting needs. They haven't been able to catch a jackrabbit yet. They're pretty fast.
I would go as far as saying that the Dogo is the ultimate dog. It could do pretty much anything you want it to do. If you want it to hunt, the dog can hunt. How well can it hunt? It all depends on how much work you put in.
Dog shows were actually started by hunter to go over their breeding stock. To say, I'm a macho hunter, I don't need to show my dog. You need to know what your dog's conformation is if you want him to succeed and live a long life and be structurally sound to hunt. I don't like when some hunters will say, I don't have to get the OFA health testing either because my dog can jump in and out of the truck and hunt all day. You don't know what's inside the dog and conformation. You're paying the judge to evaluate your dog, good or bad.
You got to remember that the Dogo is going to be out running, tracking for miles. You want a good-sized dog, but you also want them too big where they'll tire out too quickly. Like many working dogs, the Dogo Argentino's form leads to its function. It's a catch dog. So as a catch dog, a very important thing, it needs to have all its teeth. Now the Dogo has 42 teeth, maybe 43, 44 on bigger mouths, but 42 teeth is what you want. You want a complete mouth because that's where it's going to have all its power. Now you want a good-sized mouth in a Dogo. You want a nice 1-to-1 ratio where the mouth is the same length as the head. That's ideal for the hunt.
The right kind of person that would have this breed would be somebody who has time already to put into a dog. That's the biggest part of it. Some people aren't physically capable. They wouldn't work for that either. You have to really look at that. But mostly it's are you ready? Is that
okay? Y'all, you get where I'm going with this. All right. Yeah, Mastiffs. The Mastiff breed can be problematic. I'm trying to find the one where the black girl. Well, let me see if did I like the video? Let me go to my activities. Your activity. What did I like? Oh, I was liking some nonsense. Oh no. Slides out here liking nonsense. You don't need to see my activities. My activities are nope. Don't need to see that. Nope. Did I like the video? I don't think I did. Nope, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Nope, I sure didn't. Okay, so let's go looking. Let's see if I can find it. There we go. Let's see if we can find the girl. Probably not. Some told me I should have just saved it because it was going to come in handy. But it was a black young black girl. Her daddy, it was her dad's dog, and the dog jumped on her back and was biting the back of her head, and she's just screaming, and the daddy had to come out and get the dog. It was pretty bad, and it was a family pet. You understand? Man, listen, if this thing gets a hold of you, if this thing gets a hold of you, that's it. Okay. Hey man, y'all might want to start packing a 22, just in case. I'm just saying. Might want to start packing a 22. Okay, so let's see if I can. Dojo. Right. Tino. Attacks. Girl, let's do that. Let's see if we can get that. Results found. Here's some results. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. Damn it. Nope. Okay, let's move on. Nope, the show was in my timeline too. All right, let's keep it going. Do I care about this? No, I don't care about all this. Let's go political, yeah? No. Let's not go political. Let's go Grace Jones first. I've seen this clip before, but I want to go over it again just because.
I got really upset with that.
Lady Gaga?
I know. I got really upset with that.
Lady Gaga asked to collaborate with you. You said no. How come?
I met her once. I saw absolutely no personality at all. I just see things being tried on in her as if she's an empty vessel and trying to find herself. When you find yourself, then you come and show me something. Not inspired. From the very beginning I met her, I just thought her to be too affected. I thought she was still looking for...
Let me just say this about Grace Jones. I'm going to go back to what those white guys were saying on Comics Division, right? And I stand by what I say. There was not one white man alive that didn't want Grace Jones, right? So this Lupita being too dark for white men's taste and the Odyssey is a lie. There was not one white man on the planet that didn't want this woman. Do you understand? There was not one white man alive on this planet that did not want a piece of Grace Jones. Okay? So when I hear these dudes talk about Lupita, nah, nigga, what you saying is, because you a regular ass white dude, but upper echelon white dudes want some dark, extremely dark. There was nobody was telling Grace Jones no. Wasn't no white man on the planet telling Grace Jones no. She had her pick of the litter. This woman could have been married 10 times already if she wanted to. Okay, that's why when I listen to these white dudes, I don't take them serious. Like, ain't nobody wants you, sir. Nobody wants you, sir. Okay, who all has she been with? Let's go down the list. Who hasn't she? And I'm not saying she was a whore, but she's been with a lot of men. Grace Jones' ex-boyfriends. Let's see all these high-ranking, highest, you know what I'm saying? Let's see all the guys she's been with, her dating history. Skip. Come on, skip. Never mind. I know I'm not a robot. Come on, don't do this. Who has not wanted a piece of Grace Jones? Okay, Quentin Tarantino, Ivor Guest, Attila, Jean-Paul Gould, Dolph. Everybody knows about Dolph Lundgren, Chris Makepeace, Sven Ole Thorson. This was like this was Arnold's buddy, and he tried to help his career. He would give him, little roles in movies and stuff like that. You understand? Okay, she has a son with Paul Gould. Was married to Turkish bodyguard Attila. Okay, Chris Stanley. She was married to him. Married to Attila. Sven, Ivor Guest. Like, there wasn't no white man talking about, I don't want Grace Jones. Fuck out of here, nigga. Fuck out of here. Okay, I went off the rails. I'm sorry. My bad. There was a point I was trying to make with all this. Okay, now let's go to urban. Let's go to urban politics. I put a poll up. I asked a question. What should black Democratic voters in Texas do? Okay, because your choice is either Trump 2.0 and Ken Paxton, or the Christian white guy named James Talarico that really doesn't want to deal with y'all unless he has to, right? He had a recent town hall. He had a town hall meeting, and he was there. He showed up. You gotta give him credit for that. So let's go there. Where is it at? Okay, let's go here.
Sit this shit out. We gonna undervote your ass, James Talarico.
Oh, it's not gonna let me play. Hold up. What the hell? MacBook. Let me do my thing. Okay, let me just open the app itself. That's what it's gonna ask me to do. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on. XXX A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X. Hold up. Okay. Yes. It's really not gonna let me reload. Oh, that's some bullshit. Okay, so it's why will you not let me play the video at these updates, man? The Tahoe update. Oh, that's because I didn't update the Tahoe. That's probably why. That's a good part of it, I'm sure. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Brother's gonna work it out. Okay, wait. Okay. Hold on. What is this? Connection secure. Okay, sound is on. Cookies and site data. Third parties allowed. Delete when you close out windows. Let me see. Okay, so we should be good to go with this, right? Reload. Hold on, I think I got it. I'm working it out. Hold on. Oh, damn it. Okay, wait. History now. Extensions. Let's do that. Manage extensions. Oh, I don't care about that. I don't need that. Yes, it's allowed. Third-party cookies are allowed. So why are we not letting allow? Because it's needed for education. Chrome is trash. Oh, and you know what? I haven't updated my Chrome in so long. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just go ahead and go over to Safari. So I'm just going to use Safari for all my Twitter stuff. Hopefully that takes care of it. Okay, that should take care of it. Well, as far as like the videos playing, let's see. No, it's not even. It's Safari too. So something's going on in my settings where it won't allow me to do. This is fucking nuts. System settings. What needs to be updated? Let me see. Let's see. Software update. My bad, y'all. Internet accounts. I don't need those. I don't care about that. None of that. None of that. None of that. Language accessibility. Okay, let me see. This fucking sucks. Okay, general. Oh, security. Privacy and security. Here we go. App management. No. Accessibility. Okay. Allow application. Okay. Password. Okay, let's do this. I don't want that. Okay, hold on. Third party. No. Let's type that in. Third party. Hold on. Okay. Let's ask. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Playback error. I don't want to test it in incognito. I don't need to do that. Oh, okay. I don't use Safari. Okay, I think I found it. Hold up. Select cookies. Okay, clear. Okay. Select cookies for other data. Caching, then clear data. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me do this. Yeah. Let me go into. Where is it at? Data. Where y'all at? Did I delete? No. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to. Okay, Command Shift Delete. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's see here. Browsing history. Download cookies and others. Okay. Ooh, no. Let's see anything else. Oh, it's gonna make me do it. Nope, I don't want to do that. I know what I can do. I can go to site settings. Nope. Security. I'm so sorry, y'all. Man, if I had clear data, it's gonna clear out all that shit. Shoot. I don't want to do that. Okay, let's do this. Okay, 3 dots. Privacy. Next. Oh wait, block cookies. There we go. Block third cookies, no. Block all third. No, I don't want this. Okay, choose your third party. No. Okay, I think I found it. Block third parties in incognito. Okay. Only in incognito. I'll take that. Okay. That should have done it. Now let's test it. Okay, now let's test it. Oh, this is so shitty. Are you for real right now? Why does this even start? All right, I'm gonna move on. It's gonna make me do that update. Shit. Now what the fuck I wanted to do? Son of a bitch. How much data I got in my storage? 300 gigs. 321 gigs. Okay, I ain't gonna crash out. No, we'll just give. Fuck. No, we'll go elsewhere. No. I know. Work around. James Talarico. He had a town hall for black people. I don't think it's gonna go the way I don't know what black folk gonna do. I don't know what black folk are gonna do. Between Paxton and Talarico, y'all really don't have much of a choice. So let's go here.
Well, the candidates vying to be your next U.S. Senator are hitting the campaign trail this week. The Democrat State Representative James Talarico is holding a town hall in DeSoto outside of Dallas today. Yesterday, he was in Houston and called on President Donald Trump to investigate his opponent, Republican Attorney General Ken Paxton.
I don't like Instagram because you can't speed up. You can't speed up the video, and then it's always chopped up.
Voter fraud. A report by the Texas Tribune and ProPublica claims Paxton voted in 6 elections over the past 2 years while registered to a Collin County address. They report other documents show he no longer lives there. But Talarico's overall message is his campaign is about more than just beating Ken Paxton.
We are building a movement to take back our state and take back our country. We are uniting Texans onto one team to take on this broken, corrupt political system.
This week, Talarico will be back home in Austin for a few events. On Wednesday, more than a dozen U.S. senators, including Texas.
I don't know what y'all gonna do in Texas. If you're a black Democrat, I don't know what to do. So what to say for y'all? It's like y'all gonna be asked out.
And I worry. I know that our leaders aren't working for the people anymore, and I worry if they aren't thinking about how this affects my generation. As Malcolm X once said, I am for truth, no matter who tells it. I am for justice, no matter who is for or against.
Y'all wasting this man's time with these kids. Why y'all waste this man's? He knows y'all not serious. You're sending kids up here to ask him questions. You're sending him 8-year-olds to ask questions. This man should not take you serious. He's gonna. I don't think he's going to beat Paxton either, because I think the majority white Texans will do anything to make sure Texas stays red, no matter how bad the candidate is. But black people, you sending your little kids up here to ask this man a question, he don't take you serious, and nor should anybody. I wish you would send your fucking kids out here to me. Like, whose fucking kid is this? Come get your little punk ass kid, right? This is dumb.
So I'm asking you, what are you gonna do for my generation and my people?
Amen. Round of applause for our next U.S. Senator.
This is a joke.
So it's young people like you, and I mean real young, that don't have political power. Because unlike all of us adults, you can't vote. You can't donate. You can't lobby. And therefore, your concerns, your needs get overlooked by people in power. And it's why we need to elect public servants, like the people you see sitting around this circle, to make sure that we are fighting for you, that we are fighting for our youngest, tiniest Texans. We need to fight to make sure that your public schools have all the money they need. We need to fight to make sure you've got the health care that you need to grow up.
I can't. This is why nobody respects the black vote. Why should they? Look what y'all, this is the dumbest shit ever.
Will surprise you like this. James Talarico certainly did recently. I want you to watch this.
Let me say this as clearly as I possibly can. If you claim to be my supporter, if you claim to be a part of this movement that we are building, please keep Congresswoman Crockett's name out of your mouth.
No. So what ended up happening was, it was Talarico supporters dragging the hell out of Jasmine Crockett. Black folk were like, why does your people keep bringing her up and saying all these disparaging things? He just now came out and said something. So after she lost the election, got voted out, redistrict out of her own goddamn district, he was quiet as a church mouse. It wasn't until the black folks were like, hey, why your white folk keep saying something about her? Okay?
Telling his own supporters here, keep Jasmine Crockett's name out of your mouth. Now, his own supporters, not Republicans. That doesn't happen very often. And you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when John McCain stood up to one of his own supporters. Remember that, when she attacked Barack Obama, called him a Muslim? Like, there's nothing wrong with being Muslim, but he is not one. Sometimes, though, leadership isn't about going after the other side. Sometimes it is about telling your own side that they are wrong, telling your own side to keep someone's name out of your mouth.
This is a joke.
Texas Democratic Senate candidate
Brownsville, and to right here in DeSoto, Texas. And we are holding conversations just like this one. These conversations are shaping the movement that we are building together. Campaigns should be collaborative. It should be a partnership between the candidate and the people that that candidate seeks to represent. That's what these town halls are all about. But there is no way to win Texas without black Texans. There is no way to represent this state without showing up for, investing in, and listening to.
Okay, let's take a look at the Texas voting breakdown. What is the amount of black Democrats voters in Texas. Let's see how much of a factor you guys are. Okay, let's go here. Democrats are voting. So, voting by age, gender, education. Okay, so let's go here. Percent of Texas citizens. Where's the black? Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Apparently, according to this is from 2000. So from 2000, black and whites were nearly split 58%. Okay. I need something a little bit more up to date. Let's see here. I need something a little bit more up to date. Talarico pledges $25 million to win over black voters in U.S. Senate campaign. He's in a dead heat against Paxton. I just don't see it happening, man. Black folk, you have no, black Texans, you have no other choice. You have no other choice. These white folk are gonna do everything and anything to make sure this motherfucker stays red. How far are you willing to go? How far are you willing to go to make sure that help turn Texas blue? Let's go here. Okay. This is from, how old is this? How recent is this? 2026. Okay, awesome. Love it. Okay. Primary ballot participation by party. Democrats are 46%. Republicans are 37%. Okay. This is from the recent primary ballot history. Okay. It's not giving me numbers though. I need, it ain't giving me the black. It ain't giving me the black numbers. There are 17.7 million registered voters across 254 counties. Texas does not register voters by party. The breakdown below was modeled from recent primary ballot history. Okay. Okay. That's a lot for independents. 16%. That's a lot of independent voters. That's a whole lot. So from the last primary ballot, it was 46% Democrats, 37% Republicans. Okay, let's go here. Hopefully this gives us what I'm looking for. Why can I get exact percentages on how different races, ethnicities voted? Race and ethnicity is not specified when a person registers to vote, so you cannot get exact statistics from the actual vote count. Estimates are compiled from various exit polls and surveys. Well, that's not good. Well, that's not. See, that's that point. How do you not take numbers like this? It's extremely important. Anywho, this town hall, it was mainly a bunch of black women. I hate to be that person, but it was mainly a bunch of black women. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. No. Let's go here. Okay.
Here at Harry.
This is a big deal. I know Michigan just they're endorsing that, a Muslim woman in Michigan. Y'all think the Muslim Brotherhood, okay, I'm gonna keep saying I'm blue in the face, and it's okay. The Muslim Brotherhood is here. They're endorsing, what's the name, El Said in Michigan. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
The op-ed that I published, I quoted a black woman that was quoted in the Houston Chronicle as saying that we, as in black women, give 92% of our vote to the Democratic Party and we get nothing out of the deal. That's one example of what I think is a larger sentiment across black women. The other is when I talk about the betrayal, I talk about a sentiment that exists, even if that exists where some voters and black women in particular are feeling as though the Democratic Party and Democratic candidates want our labor, but not our leadership. And by leadership, the two biggest examples to bolster that point is Kamala Harris's loss and Jasmine Crockett's loss. I'm Ashley Etienne. I have been a political strategist for about 20
Okay,
Ron Wilson.
let's get to it.
After that, I worked for 3 Houston congressmen.
Okay, come on, let's get to
first
it.
woman, first person of color communications director.
Okay, come on.
I've had a long history in politics,
Ma'am.
and it lies, in my opinion, with the Black voters and turning out Black voters. You know, we've seen in the last couple cycles where there's some really concerning trends. There's about 1.1 million Black voters that are registered but are not voting in the state of Texas. So there's opportunity there.
Wow, that's a lot. 1 million registered Black voters not voting. Okay, let's continue. I'm glad she's giving me numbers.
We also see, that there's sort of a level of betrayal that voters, especially Black women voters, are experiencing in Texas, and I think that's a sentiment across the country. So there's an opportunity to talk to them there. So there's been a political strategist.
You see, they're not talking about Black men, how Black men voters are feeling. They're talking about Black women. But come on, pay attention.
See, that there's sort of a level of betrayal that voters, especially Black women voters, are experiencing in Texas, and I think that's a sentiment across the country. So there's an opportunity to talk to them there. So he's got incredible amounts of opportunity. And what I wanted to do was to say, as he said, your path to victory is through Black voters. So how do you get to those Black voters? How do you get to those 1.1 million voters that are not voting, those Black women that are feeling like they were betrayed by what happened to Kamala and then what happened to Jasmine Crockett? That's the nut he's going to have to crack. And the reason why Black women feeling these ways is a problem, or I think it's an alarm warning for Talarico, is because Black women aren't just another constituency. We're we undergird the Black community. We are.
Listen to what she's saying.
We have the ability to bring the entire community to, and we have proven that we do this every cycle after cycle, bring the entire community to the polls. So we are a force multiplier effect when it comes to Black voters. So, if
when they say Black voters, they mean Black women voters. Black men, your vote is doesn't matter. Pay attention to what she's saying.
Black women is low, then you lose an opportunity or weakens your ability to really reach and mobilize and engage and energize the rest of the Black community if the Black women aren't feeling energized or engaged. So that's why I say that, there's got to be some specific attention paid and intentionality to addressing the concerns of Black women. The concern and the reason why you have Black electeds and people like Jasmine Crockett that are withholding that enthusiasm and even their endorsement is they've not gotten any indication from the campaign that he's seriously building that infrastructure within the campaign to figure out, okay, what's our immediate next step, because I'm not in the campaign. I don't know what they've done, but that is really the concern that I'm.
Okay. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Black men, you don't matter.
I live is far away, and I just want to vote here and get back to the place where I live is far away, and I just want to vote here and get back to work. And she told me she wouldn't let me. I was hoping she would just let me go in. She said I'm at the wrong place. I can't vote here.
I've always voted here, say, 8 years in a row now. I've come to this location, but now they're telling me that I need to go to another location to vote.
Did they explain why?
No, they didn't explain why. And then when I went online yesterday, because I knew they were going to...
You were supposed to pick up y'all's rifles out the gun rack and say, I can't do what? Right? That's a fundamental, constitutionally protected right. Y'all should have went home and got the firearms off the gun racks and came back and said, I can't do what? Yeah, it's that serious. But everybody wants to be polite and civil. Okay, all right.
Try to do this. I went yesterday online to register and everything like that to find out where my poll is, and it got me nowhere.
Place where
Wow. Let's go here.
This country has given reparations and support the state of Israel since 1960. This is the year that I was born. We've also given reparations to Japanese as well. With the onslaught of police brutality of Black Americans here in America, this has been going on for some.
Man, get asking me a question.
To legislate for an anti-Black crime bill. Thank you.
Restoration, repairing past harms,
is part of my faith tradition. It's part of the values I was raised with. And it's exactly why we need a lot of the policies we've been talking about here. To invest in black communities, to invest in black Texans.
Whether his own constituents don't want blacks to have reparations, man.
Home ownership grants, whether it is baby bonds to ensure that we are helping to build that generational wealth. We have to correct the injustices of our past. I talked about Sand Branch, Texas. I don't think I mentioned that Sand Branch is a freedmen community. So we are seeing the reverberations of slavery in modern day Texas, all over the place. And until we as a society are committed to righting those past wrongs, of restoring our black communities, we're never going to be able to get this country back on track.
I mean, he ain't lying, but the reality is your constituents don't want this, bruh. They don't want that at all. They do not. They do not. They do not. It really is just that simple. Okay, let's go here. Let me see something, y'all. Hold on. Nope. I don't want that either. Let me see this. Hold on. I'm looking for something. Wait a minute. Tell me what is this? Settings. Manage website data. Oh, okay. And click remove all, then confirm or remove. Okay, remove all. Okay. All right. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, now let me see. Yes, use passkey. Yes. Use that. All right, hold on. Let me try something real quick. Okay. Really can't do this. All right, let me just go ahead and get to the black cubes of Saturn, because I'm pissed at my Twitter right now. Well, it's not even Twitter. It's this damn setting that I have. Fuck. Oh. Let's go here. All right, let's go to the black cubes of Saturn. Okay, let's go here first. All right. The cubes of Saturn. The cubes of Saturn. The cubes of Saturn. Okay, let's go here. You're in the game Cube of Saturn. And this is not fear. This is symbolism. The human body itself tells the story. Head is heaven. The heel is hell. You stand between realms. The physical body composed of carbon has long been symbolically associated with the number 666, not as a literal mark of evil, but as a metaphor for dense material existence. Once again, if you're still thinking this is an evil number, you're so religiously indoctrinated. There's no hope for you. You just gotta let people go. Listen. If you know people that still believe this is a bad number, let them go. Just let them go. Okay. Carbon forms 6 points, interlocking mini triangles and 6-sided polygons, a geometric language that reflects containment, structure, limitation. This symbolism points to entrapment within form, life experience through matter, time, gravity, and polarity. What some traditions call the simulation, others call the material plane. The cube of Saturn represents this realm. Order, time, restriction, repetition, cycles are ruled by a world ruled by structure rather than spirit. But here's the hidden truth. The body is not the rule. The mind's eye, the hidden consciousness, wields dominion over the physical avatar. It channels intention, emotion, and belief directly into the fabric of this reality. The head, symbolizing heaven, is the throne of consciousness. It houses perception itself, the eye through which reality is rendered. You are not in the body, you are looking through it. Your true consciousness does not originate in the 3D matrix, it interfaces with it. Beyond flesh, beyond carbon, beyond the cube, exists a level of awareness untouched by density, time, or form. This is why awakening feels like remembering. This is why perception collapses illusion. This is why inner sight breaks the loop. Heaven and hell were never locations. They were states of awareness along the same vertical axis. Rise the consciousness and the cube loses its grip. The simulation only holds those who forget they are the player. And the moment you see the game, you are no longer trapped inside it. And once that inner sight activates, something irreversible occurs. You stop identifying as the avatar and begin operating as the awareness behind it. The body becomes an interface, time becomes a tool, the cube becomes transparent. You still walk the world of form, but it no longer defines you. Saturn's rules only govern those who believe matter is master. When consciousness ascends the axis from heel to head, from density to perception, from survival to sovereignty, the polarity collapses. Heaven and hell dissolve into choice. The cube was never a prison. It was a classroom, a training ground for remembrance, a compression chamber for consciousness, a test of whether awareness could wake up inside limitation. And those who do no longer fight the system or fear the symbols. They simply outgrow them. This is key. This is why I don't do occult stuff 24/7, 365. For what? Because the highest truth is this: you were never meant to escape the game. You were just meant to realize you were playing it. And once that realization locks in, the simulation can no longer bind you. It only responds to you. Okay? Player awake, mind sovereign, consciousness restored. Okay? All right. But once again, gotta leave people where they're at. Next one. Where's this at? Okay, let's go here. The 4 black cubes feeding on human souls. What if your emotions were never just yours? What if fear, guilt, worship, and survival stress were never accidents but fuel? Some ancient systems don't run on oil. They don't need money. They don't need machines the way you think. They run on loosh, raw emotional charge, human soul energy, your light under pressure. There are whispers of 4 black cube frequency anchors buried deep beneath the Earth's energetic grid, not physical buildings, but vibrational siphons tuned to specific emotional outputs. The Vatican, guilt, sin, confession, perpetual unworthiness, a loop that teaches you salvation must be earned. Mecca, endless ritual, endless circling, devotion without inner sovereignty, energy moving outward instead of inward, right? Because you got to walk around the cube 7 times. Manhattan, the stock exchange, fear of money, fear of survival, scarcity consciousness, your life force traded for paper and time. CERN, artificial portals, forced openings, playing with creation without source, punching holes in the fabric instead of remembering how to pass through naturally. They don't feed on dead bodies, they feed on states of being. Fear powers them, guilt stabilizes them, trauma anchors them, blind worship sustains them. And the systems they power are not human. They belong to the beings that severed themselves from source long ago. Intelligent, advanced, but empty. So they siphon, they harvest, they farm emotion the way we farm cattle. And the greatest trick, convincing humanity that suffering is holy. Huh? Isn't that what Papa Legba tells you to do. You got to suffer to get his attention. I'm just taking shots at everybody. Right? Remember in American Horror Story Witch's Coven, Angelica, what's her name, y'all? What's her name? The black woman. She had to eat the hot pepper because she had to, suffer for Papa Legba to show up. Right? Let's continue. Fear is normal and power lives outside of you, but light that remembers itself cannot be harvested. The moment you reclaim your nervous system, your emotions, your sovereignty, the feed stops. And that's why awakening is resisted, because a human in their light is no longer a battery. Yeah? Okay. Okay. What is this? Oh, matter of fact, let me, as far as the black cube. Okay. In reference to black cubes of Saturn. Stay. Let's go here. This right here. Hold up. Okay. This picture here I took. This was during Minnie's college tour. This is at the University of Michigan. This thing spins. This is at the University of Michigan. There's a black cube on campus at the University of Michigan. You can push this thing and it spins. And you spin it for good luck. You spin it for good luck. Okay? So the cube is all around us. All right, University of Michigan. All right. Okay, let me get this out the way. All right, let's go here. Let's go here. Just a couple minutes, just a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes.
In existence has an agenda, and you are its target. These black cubes are found all over the world, and the reason behind their existence is much darker than you think. And the cult behind these cubes holds dangerous beliefs that directly affect you and me. Today's video uncovers the secrets of the cult of Saturn and answers pertinent questions like, what is the black cube of Saturn? Why do black cubes show up all over the world? And what is the final goal of this cult? Let's find the answers as we unravel the mystery of Saturn's black cube. Science was supposed to take us forward, but one scientific discovery sent researchers more than 2,000 years back in time. Here's what happened. In 1977, NASA launched its Voyager program to send probes into space to observe Jupiter and Saturn. 10 years later, astronomer David Godfrey pieced together flyby views taken by one of the Voyager missions, and what he saw was quite interesting. On top of Saturn's North Pole was a hexagon with a black dot at its center. Further investigation revealed that the sharp-edged structure was actually made up of clouds. Turns out that Saturn's North Pole has a persistent hexagon-shaped storm, and the dot at its center is the eye of that storm.
That's crazy.
Photos taken 2 decades later would reveal that the storm was changing colors. But the question is, why would this discovery send researchers back in time? Because that's where the answers are. Saturn got its name from the Roman god Saturnus. But even before the Romans came along, this god existed in the Greek pantheon, where he was called Kronos. And his story is not just fascinating, but directly tied to the hexagon-shaped storm on Saturn's North Pole. You see, Kronos overthrew his father, Uranus, and became the ruler of the cosmos. He had replaced his father and taken over his dominion, but what he did not know was that he also inherited his father's fate. A prophecy revealed that just like Uranus...
Yes, Zeus. Kronos was eating the kids, and Zeus was like, not gonna eat me, and hence Zeus overtaking his father. But let's continue.
...was overthrown by one of his children. Kronos, too, would be overthrown by one of his. After learning about this, Kronos came up with an interesting solution. He started eating his own children, swallowing them whole as soon as they were born to his wife, Rhea. And I must say that Rhea was a true ride or die, as she continued to bear him more children. Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon, a total of 5, all swallowed by Kronos. That's when Rhea had enough and decided to give her next child a fighting chance. That child's name was Zeus. Yes, Zeus, the father of God.
Yes, we all know that. Okay, we all know this. Let's keep it going.
It's about rebirth. Ancient people viewed time as a cyclical phenomenon and depicted it as a snake.
Okay, this is the Ouroboros. Remember Will Smith was on Oprah? People forget. Like, Will Smith is highly knowledgeable. Will Smith. He was talking about life, death, rebirth. Life, death, rebirth. I think a lot of people kind of missed that part. Oh, come on. Will Smith, Oprah, life, death, rebirth. Here we go. He told you back then.
There's such a concept of loss, right? I connected to the idea in this movie of loss and how we react to loss, right? And we think of things in a straight line: birth, life, death, right? And then, okay, it died, it's over. And it's like, that's not really how it works. If you take those ends and you bend it into a circle, it's birth, life, death, rebirth, right? So you have to be prepared when you lose something, when you go through a divorce, when your mother dies, when you lose your house. You have to understand that nature has it no other way. There is a rebirth. That the death is painful. It doesn't change the pain of the death, but you got to stay awake and stay focused for what's the rebirth that God is about to offer you.
Okay. Will kicking that knowledge. You trying to kick knowledge?
Snake or a dragon eating its own tail. This symbol, called the Ouroboros, was found across ancient cultures all over the world, including Egyptian, Greek, and Norse settlements. The similarity between the Ouroboros eating its own tail and Kronos eating his children is obvious, because in either case, consumption leads to renewal. The Ouroboros eats itself only to regenerate and continue eating itself once again. Kronos eats his own children only to regurgitate them and give them a new life. And that belief is the reason behind all the human sacrifices in history. There were times when people sacrificed babies to appease the dark god of time, Kronos, hoping that the death of these innocent children would bring about a bountiful harvest. So it's no coincidence that the primary harvesting tool, the scythe, was so often associated with death. One of the most haunting images featuring the scythe is a painting of Saturnus, who was basically the Roman version of Kronos. In this painting, the time god can be seen clipping the wings of Cupid. It shows that time doesn't just bring about death, but also erases passion and romance. The most haunting aspect of the painting is how helpless Cupid is in the terrifying grip of time that doesn't even spare the gods. No wonder the ancients were so terrified of the god of time. It brought them everything they wanted, but it also took away everything they held dear. That's time, a snake eating itself in an endless loop of not just death, but also rebirth. So Kronos, or Saturnus, was a very dark mythological figure. The ancients might have sacrificed hundreds of thousands of children and virgins to different versions of time gods. But why is that relevant to us today? Because worshippers of Kronos live among us, and they have a lot of power. Let's go over the evidence for that, starting with Saturn, which was seen as the throne of Kronos. Remember, the Roman version of Kronos was called Saturnus, and that is where Saturn got its name from. So the worshippers of this terrifying time god used to bow down to the planet Saturn, and whenever they had to sacrifice something or someone, they would put it on a cube-shaped altar. The offering would be burned, and after years of repeated sacrifices, the cube would turn black due to soot, smoke, and ash. That's how the black cube became a symbol of the time god Saturn. What's crazy is that the actual planet Saturn seems to have a cube on its north pole. As you can see, a flattened image of the cube looks like a hexagon, and right on top of Saturn is a giant hexagon made of storm clouds. One of the mysteries of history is how the worshippers of Saturn, the god, knew that there was a hexagon on top of Saturn, the planet. But that's not the main mystery we're here to discuss. What we are here to discuss is the cult that believes in this god and how far it has spread. This is particularly concerning since its main belief is the necessity of sacrifice. What are they sacrificing these days? Are they still sacrificing humans? And where is all of this happening? As far as the public is concerned, paganism was erased by Christianity and other modern religions. But it seems like Saturn worship has persisted in secrecy. The words Saturn, Saturnus, and Kronos have been replaced by one symbol that to this day can be found all over the world. That symbol is the black cube, and it's hard to miss. You can find it in public places like the Alamo in New York, and even in rooms that most people never step into. One of these rooms is the meditation chamber at the UN. If it was just those two, we could chalk it up to a coincidence. But there are way too many cases of this Saturn symbol popping up in significant places, usually close to a center of power, exposure, or worship. But what about the black cubes everywhere else? There are too many of them to be chalked up to coincidence, especially when they share so many characteristics. For starters, they're usually in public places where they can draw a lot of attention. Often they're positioned as art installations, but they're also prominent at memorials. One particular black cube draws a lot of attention because it's located at the UN, more specifically in the meditation room on the first floor of the UN General Assembly in New York. It seems like these black cubes are deliberately placed in areas where they can soak up emotional energy. From places of worship and meditation to places of celebration and mourning, these black cubes show up everywhere. And that includes movies like The Avengers, 2001: Space Odyssey, and Hellraiser. Now the question is, why? Why do black cubes pop up in so many places and across such a vast time period? Why are cubes shown in movies as powerful foreign objects? And finally, why is there a cube-like storm on the top of Saturn, the planet worshipped?
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to get too deep with it, but you get it. You get the gist of it, yeah? You get the gist of it. You get the gist of it. Okay. And I'm going to just do the updates and just eat it. Oh, let's go here. Chadwick Boseman's wife. Y'all see this? This is crazy. This is kind of crazy. Chadwick Boseman's wife. Now, she has everybody split down the middle, either for or against.
In a legal battle, Chadwick Boseman's brothers versus his widow.
Simone, you with me every day.
Grief is a lifelong battle. It doesn't go away. It's complicated, but I'm doing my best.
That's Simone, exclusive with ET 2 years after the Black Panther star lost his private battle with colon cancer in 2020 at just 43. They had secretly married 6 days beforehand, and she was later named administrator of his nearly $4 million estate.
Wow.
But in new court docs, brothers Kevin and Derek Boseman claim Simone is mismanaging assets and hasn't paid the family any money in nearly 4 years.
When someone dies without a will, half of their assets go to the spouse and half of the assets go to the parents as the assignees of their parents' interest in the estate. The kids are still owed this money, and they think that she's sitting on this, asking the court to punish her. When you violate a court order, we have the right to ask the court to hold you in contempt.
Just 8 months before taking Chadwick's widow to court, Kevin and Derek appeared happy to pose alongside Simone at their late brother's Walk of Fame ceremony.
People that experience loss feel the same way because we still feel them.
But on Kevin's Dark Mondays podcast, he seemingly alluded to behind-the-scenes drama.
There's a lot going on between Chadwick Boseman estate, my parents.
Now I don't even want to be on the date.
Simone's legal team had no comment, but in the last few months, the 35-year-old, who's a singer, has increased her social media presence under her artist name, San, describing her new dating life and delivering affirmations. Her court date with the brothers is set for September 29th.
If I'm still here, there must be something I'm supposed to do.
I think that the brothers will get what they're entitled to get. Most of these cases would settle, and if I were the widow, I would try to...
Yeah, just cut them a check. Yeah, but... everybody's hungry for money, man. The fact that they got married like kind of quietly, you know. But yeah, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Everybody look up for the money. Let me see if I can do this. No, yes, no. You're really gonna make me do the update, son of a bitch, bastard. Okay, so let me see what I can find. Gilbert Arenas. Let me see what I can find. I just don't want nobody else's commentary. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Gilbert
What
Arenas.
happened with Underdog, man? What happened with Gilbert Arenas? What's going on, man? We gotta know. I gotta put my journalism hat on, man. I gotta get the scoop. What happened to the show?
I wasn't on probation.
Okay.
Okay. It was just like court was happening. I just walked out. I gotta take this shit.
You was a house arrest.
No, they tried to put. I just walked out. Right? You know what I mean? Like when you already know the result, I just walk out. Man, I already talked to the judge. Dog.
Okay.
He said nothing was gonna happen, man. I ain't gotta listen to this shit. Right? You know what I mean? I already paid my money, so I ain't gotta listen to none of this up in here. Right? So what happened was this. When that case happened,
okay,
right? When the case happened,
the gambling case, the federal gambling case that he's been implicated in to a certain degree.
We got a new dude that was responsible for what was going on, and it was basically my contract was coming up.
Yeah.
So it was basically we're gonna negotiate you. We're gonna negotiate while you on the floor.
Yeah.
Right, so it was basically it seemed like just a takeover.
Oh, yeah.
So we started off number one basketball show, right? Live show on the internet. We go from 4 days, thinking we're about to get 5 days, go to 2 days. Right, so it was basically this big standoff. So it's like, all right, this is how y'all want to play? And it was like, yeah, you know, this is part of negotiation. And I was like, you don't want to negotiate with a dude like me. I'm an athlete. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I like this type of back and forth. So I thought we was family. If you're gonna let the dude come in, I know how this is gonna end. He's not smart enough in this tactical realm to go against me. Because if they fire me, I get all my Gills Arena rights. Because once we're done, I get my Gills Arena rights, and I didn't want to wait till June 31st, right? So I wanted you to do it in May, and then because once May came and you did it, y'all are fired. Yeah, all y'all fired the day after.
You went to them earlier?
Who?
Did you go to them earlier and say that you was ready to be done? Underdog?
No. See, this was an underdog.
Oh.
This was that dude.
Oh, that they bought in.
The dude, like the dude that just came in. So because he wanted to negotiate, I negotiated the way I negotiate. Who you negotiating with it? I go straight to them. Hey, listen, when I end, I have the rights to Gills Arena. So what you want to do? Well, we're gonna go with you. All right, bet. And I said, hey, just keep negotiating with him. I need to see who he really is. I want to see who the cast is when they think I'm out.
My enemy's enemy.
Yeah, so I just sat back. I just sat back with all the razors in my pocket, just sitting there. Oh, you want to keep shouting them out, huh? Oh, hey, you keep shouting out that. Wait, hold on. Like you gonna keep shouting? Like I don't mind the underdog. Me and the underdog are cool. You keep shouting out that name. That name is an enemy.
Oh.
And I told you he's an enemy. And you gonna keep shouting him out, not realizing you go there, you're dead because he dead.
And then you talking about, I don't want to, name specific names. Talking about
Cemetery Larry, he in the cemetery.
Cemetery Larry, I like that.
Cemetery. I got his raise right in the pocket. Now I got to give it to somebody else. Now I got to give everything he worked for. I got to give it to somebody else because the person he went with, he did. He got to nothing.
Damn.
He in the grave. He next to you. Y'all both buried in the same place.
I knew I would like you. I knew I would like you. Petty as hell. This is good.
Petty as hell.
Yeah, this is good.
If everybody think you out, right? You really got to see who they are. Right? They're telling me, oh yeah, if you don't want to negotiate, don't come to work. I wasn't planning to come to work anyway, goddammit. I'm building a new studio back at the crib.
Okay. Now August, the plan to bring Gills Arena back independently. I know you spoke about that. Is that still a go?
See, it was going to be August because I wanted to jump them.
Right.
Right. Because they was going to come back like September, October. So I wanted to start in when they was on vacation to take the time slot from them.
Okay.
Because they're not going to want to compete. Now they fired. Like damn, so you know what I mean? Like they fired, you know what I mean?
So nobody from Gills Arena is coming back. It's just you.
I don't know, man. Josiah.
Okay, shout out Josiah.
Josiah, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? That's my guy.
I didn't know that nigga was that tall, bro.
Yeah, he used to play at UCLA.
I mean, I knew that. Tall as hell. I didn't know he was that. I didn't know that though.
Big fella, man.
So you gotta remember, I had the contract since January, bro.
Right.
And I was recruiting.
Right.
Right, because I thought it was going to last, because their contract is in September. So I figured that they would be held all the way to September. So I was like,
right. You know what? That's odd. But I guess this is the best thing to happen for him because now he knows who was down for him and who wasn't, who was just there for the money and the fame per se, and not for him. I agree though. It should have just stayed independent to begin with. Like we went through all this for what? But it was a good thing because now you got the snakes around you, so that it worked out.
all right, let me get my people.
Okay.
I saved some of the staff members that got fired from the new dudes.
Right. But the actual rotating cast, like everybody's gone. Kenyon.
Yeah, they all got fired.
Nick, Rashad.
Shit.
Okay.
Definitely Rashad.
Okay.
Parted ways or got fired? That's different.
They got fired. Right. I just stayed home, hoping I would get fired. So they had to stop the show that day.
Oh, they got fired from the company.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
from.
Yeah, so
not from Gil himself. I'm trying to clear that up.
No. I didn't fire. They left me.
And then they got fired.
Then they got fired from the company. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're not gonna, when your girl cheat on you.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
and then
what?
Yeah. When your girl cheat on you, and you're like, damn, and she go with the other dude, and then the other dude got a wife. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You know what I mean? They just stuck with the egg on their face. You know what I mean? That's what that is.
I ain't fucking with you, Gil. I ain't fucking with you, Jay.
Nah, man. I know they still had to do their job, but like I wanted to see where the loyalty was.
Was there anything specifically? You said Rashad specifically.
Okay, so basically, when he was negotiating and didn't come back, they all should have said we all not coming back. But they stayed on the show, kept the show going to run out the contract while Gil was renegotiating the contract. Yeah, they all should have said, no, if Gil ain't coming back, we ain't coming back. Yeah, that was. See, that's crazy, man. I thought him and Nick were better than that too, man. I guess not. Shit.
Is there anything that he specifically did that lets you know,
Yes.
like, I really can't?
He kept shouting out the dude's name that was tanking our show.
Cemetery Lyric.
Yeah, like the dude didn't do nothing for you, dog. He didn't. Your deal was done before he got here. First of all, real talk. He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season.
Damn.
He tried to fire you at the beginning of the season. That's why they were trying to, like, Skip was getting paid for 4 days. He was only there 3. One was going to be our show. And that was to replace him because they both contrarians. They both go against it. But they said Skip does it better. He don't cuss. He don't drop the N-bomb every other hour. So they're looking for these sponsors. So they're trying to fire you. Me and Joe standing on 10 toes. Nah, we good. We're good with our roster. We're number 1 with our roster. Right? So what they did is like, all right, well, Joe and Gil ain't breaking. Hey, Rashad, you want to go to the football? Here, come on football on Friday. Here, do a little football. So he's going to jump on the football. Then they're like, hey, can Skip come on the show with you? We can do that on Friday too. Then they do an episode with Skip on Friday. And he's like, oh man, me and Skip. And so they did that to him.
Right.
But I'm like, yo, dude never did anything. Why are you going with dude? I told you we had beef and we had war. He's trying to take over Gil's arena. So you giving him shout outs, 3 of them.
Wow.
So I'm like, all right. I told you we beefing with him. So the fact that you in your shout out, it ain't Underdog. Me and Underdog, we good. Jeremy, Nick, like Kate, those are beautiful people. They just hired a dude who was just a weed, right? And he kept shouting this dude out. I was like, all right, okay, y'all got something going on. He done promise you something. I bet.
Gotcha. Okay. That's understandable, man. I get it.
This is dirty business, boy.
Man.
Shit. Like me and Shad didn't have no problems. Like I didn't have no problem. Like what he did is what he did. It's just that, why you like him? Like, why are you picking him over us?
Y'all haven't spoken since?
Nah.
Okay.
But how can you do that though? Like,
I understand where he's coming from. I mean,
listen,
you might want to hear him out.
No. What I'm saying is if it was Underdog, like giving him a better position to say an Underdog in Germany, like, yo, we want you as a star.
I know how it
cool.
goes.
Like, the shit you did for 4 years, you deserve your own show and all this.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But I told you, I have a problem. Me and Joe, he's trying to fire us. He tried to fire you. We beefing because of you, technically. Because we not letting what was going down go down. We're not integrating. This was player podcast. Right? So we're standing down for you. So for you to pick his side, that became a problem. But you knew that. And you purposely doing it now.
Yeah, man.
It's sad, man.
It's sad. Like, y'all do great work.
Air shake, man.
Hey, you ready to know?
Air shake, man.
Damn, that's nasty work, man. Oh, that's terrible. Has he responded? Has Rashad McCann said anything? Did he say anything? That's terrible. Okay, let's go here. Hey, yo, at 7 p.m. In Brooklyn, I'll tell you what. Ball up top. If he sound like a lie, it's a lie. Bring me on this show to clear it up. I got receipts. treating Shad how 50 used to treat Buck. Oh no. Netflix documentary loading. Oh, so who said it? There's always something going on with him. I agree. Oh no. Okay, you gotta get him on. You gotta get him on. So let's see what that was a year ago. Okay. Damn. No loyalty, y'all. No loyalty. No loyalty. Damn. All right, I'm about to get out of here, y'all, because I'm hungry as hell. And she made cupcakes. And I got to eat me some cupcakes because I'm a little foodie. Uh-oh. Okay. All right, man. We gonna see. Let's read the replies. Let's go through the replies. Yeah. You ain't got shit to say, man. You was sinking Gil. Oh, you was sinking. Gil sent you a raft. You was able to afford a boat with a new captain and said F that whole time the boat was a rental. I got a feeling your receipts had nothing to do with what Gil said. He pulled a Kevin Durant leaving OKC for the Warriors. You literally can clear it up on here, or do you need time to gather your thoughts? Man, sit down somewhere. You didn't stick by Gil. You chose to stick to the white man and not the black man, and now your ass is out of work. Nobody want to hear your lame excuses. You switch sides. Now stay there. Man. Yeah, so much for the brotherhood, right? Ain't no brotherhood. Okay, I'm out. That's crazy. I feel so bad for Buck. Buck just wanted to be. You know what? I'm glad you brought up Buck. Let me find that 50 Cent clip. Let me find 50 Cent. Hold up. Let me find that. I'm glad you brought that up. It's not about Buck, but it's about the guys under 50. And it's like having to laugh at the mob boss's jokes when they're not funny. You understand? Where is it at? They were on the plane and people were pretty much going in. It's like, are you guys okay? Like, y'all have to laugh at the boss's jokes even when they're not funny. Damn it, where the hell is it? Yeah, they were on the plane and 50's whatever, and it's like everyone, yeah, you're funny. It's like, shit, not even funny, man. Like, are you guys even allowed to be your own men? Like, I get it, you the golden goose, but nah, man, you're not gonna have me out here looking like a flunky though. Is this it? This ain't it. Damn it. I mean, the people in the comments are like, they see it for what it is. Like, Yayo and Uncle Murder without 50. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Uncle Murder. You know, I'm not Murder, but Yayo, that's his guy, but still, man, like, do you have an identity outside of 50? You know what I'm saying? Is this it?
They caught you lacking, Officer Ricky. Pocket full of green in the bomb.
No, this ain't it. It was a fairly new clip. This ain't it. But it's like, are you guys allowed to have an existence and be your own man outside of 50? Because without 50, you really nobody. That's your whole identity, and that's not good. That's not good. When your whole identity and self-worth is tied to one person, that's not good, y'all. Not good at all. Not good at all. Damn it. I can't find it. Somebody find it for me. Like, it's maybe not even a couple weeks old. But they're on the plane and he's cracking jokes and they're just like, ah. And it's like, come on, you ain't gotta laugh that hard at the boss's jokes. We get it. The boss is not funny, but outside of him, y'all ain't got shit. I get it. That's a position I would never want to be in. Like, I'm my own man. and we can come together, build some shit. But I don't. You're not my whole worth, my self identity. Like, let's not do this. Let's not do this. Damn. Okay, it's not on his. It was on his profile, right? Hold on. Hey, nope, I can't find it. Son of a bitch. Nope, I can't find it. Damn it. Can't find it. I seen it. I thought it'd be on his page, but I guess not. Okay. Oh well, I thought I had it. Let's go here. Ain't nobody watching this show.
New show on Stars, Fightland.
Fightland.
Pretty dope show, comes out July 31st. I got a chance to talk
Nobody's
to
watching this
Fifth
shit.
last night. I seen Notori Norton. She sends her love. She was there
love
last
her.
night. Sherry Shepherd was there as well. She sends
That's
her
my
love as
girl.
well. A couple of the actors. It's based out of UK. So I asked Fifth, like, so you're always in all your own ish. Why are you in this one? He said, I couldn't get the voice down, bloke. So he said, if you would have got the voice, that he would have been in it. But salute to it. It comes out July 31st. So I had a good time last night.
Woke up wild in this.
Ain't nobody checking for that show. I'm sorry. I would love to see his streaming numbers. We'll definitely look for streaming numbers. We'll definitely be looking. We'll definitely be looking. Okay. In other news, Rick Ross's album sales. Good grief. Let's go find it. Rick Ross. Child. Where's it at? Search. Let's find Rick Ross. Them sales is pretty bad. 50s teeth pit. Hey. Oh, let me find it. Okay, so let me find it. It's probably not here. I wanted to see is an album signing, and his rent-a-girl was there. That woman don't like him. It's pretty obvious that woman does not like. She's there for the money. She's getting paid to be there. His girlfriend, his lady friend. She's getting paid to be there. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get to the album sales because I can't find that clip. Jesus, man, I'm gonna just start just downloading stuff. That way I have it. Nope. Okay. Rick Ross album sales. Oh boy. 2026. Album sales, new album. Oh boy. Okay. Rick Ross's 12th studio album. That's a blessing in itself. Oh, shout out to Mr. Weeks. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate you. Thank you, sir. What'd you say? For the cross is just a box spread open. For sure. Thank you for that. Okay. 12 albums, man. On a major label. Nonetheless. I mean, well, distribution. Still, whatever. All right. Projected to sell fewer than 26,000 equivalent units in its first week, and will likely debut outside the Billboard 200 Top 20. Approximately 1.83 million streams on release day. 19 tracks. 19 tracks. 19 tracks. Ooh, buddy, this might be a sign to, you know, matter of fact, I don't think you can afford to beef with guys like Drake anymore, like, with numbers like this. Okay? Let's see. Going into the album, it almost felt as though Rick was making preemptive excuses for a potential flop. For instance, he went online and said that regardless of how much the album performs, he has already been paid. This did not inspire a bunch of confidence in the finished product. On Friday, the album was released, and almost every single song has a feature. Once again, not inspiring very much confidence. Reactions begin to flood the internet, and for the most part, fans aren't loving the project. As it turns out, this is being reflected in the album's sales numbers, which were reported by Kurko on Tuesday. Yeah, this is not it, man. This might be a sign of the times. As it stands, Set in Stone will not debut within the Billboard's 200's top 20. Meanwhile, it is projected to sell less than 26,000 units. For a legend like Ross, these numbers are a huge disappointment. Okay. Outside of the top artists, everyone is struggling to sell records. Everyone's attention is fragmented, and the conditions for musicians simply aren't adequate. That said, Ross has already been paid, at least that is according to him. With that in mind, he probably isn't too worried about these sales figures. As far as the label that wrote him the check, well, they probably see it differently. And of course, 50 Cent took his shots. Man, this is really not letting me play anything on Twitter. That's crazy. Okay. Fans have been going in on the album, specifically the song Porsche GT3. Some have described Ross's flow as a horrible impersonation of either Kendrick Lamar or Future. Others have compared the flow to the one Drake used on Jumpman. Either way, the reception on this new project is not positive. This sounds like someone doing a bad impression of those vocal inflections Kendrick uses. Hang on, let me play it. Are you gonna play it?
If to click some bitches, time to go get a divorce. Pull up in the hood, paper tag on my new Porsche. Got 100 kilos, boy, I'm fucking with Detroit.
Yeah, it's not that ain't it, boss. Everybody want to be Future, but not everybody can pull it off. Oh no, not him still in the Jumpman flow and sounding horrible. He saw Future competing for the Worst Song of the Year award and wanted it in. Rick Ross flow is terrible on these amazing beats. Don't even bother wasting y'all time. Another claim that it might be one of the worst mainstream rap albums released in the past few years, possibly even worse than the incredibly underwhelming Carter 6. This Rick Ross album might be the worst album I've heard from a mainstream nigga in the last 3 years. Wow, it's either this one or Wayne's last project. Once again, 11 hits for one flop. That's a pretty good metric, right? But 50 trolled the fuck out of him, though. Matter of fact, let's just go and see how bad he trolled him. Oh, goodness. Oh, yo, Ninja had 20 features and didn't help. All right, now pack it up. It's over, officer. Get your bum juice and your wings and get the fuck out of here. So when your tickets don't sell and your album don't sell, what do? Promote car shows and sell chicken wings. LOL. Jeez. Leave this man alone. But hey, but you know what? 50 time is coming. At some point, they will turn on 50 as well. At some point, they will turn on 50 as well. Matter of fact, let me find his girlfriend, Rick Ross. This woman generally does not like him. Like, you can tell she's being paid to be there. And that's sad. That's sad. See, oof, she don't like you, sir. She don't like you, sir. She don't like you, sir. The woman just there to get a check so she don't get fined. She don't like you, sir. She don't like you, sir. Rick Ross had to drop an album before his girlfriend started kissing him in public. Something ain't adding up. She don't like you, sir. Even this is cringe. Sir, she don't like you. You see how she keeps the distance, right? With the hand. Everything is 90% of communication is nonverbal, body language, y'all. She just there for the check. She don't like you, sir. Oh, you can feel the amount of torque she had to put into that arm to keep him back, to back him up. Like she actually had to put some effort into, like, you know, if you see it, you see it. If you don't, it's okay. But she actually had to, she actually put some force behind it. She don't like you, sir. 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 This is embarrassing. Let's go here.
Set in Stone, my 12th LP. Evie just told me all my albums debuted, you know, all that top shit. You know, Rose never even, I used to never even know when my shit was first. I didn't even care about that. Yeah. Teflon, when they said Teflon Dawn, it came out, I want to say 187,000 copies the first week. I was like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And, you know, my passion and my reaction come from the streets.
Yeah. Yeah, and the streets love
Yeah. The big arenas, all that shit, cool. But my mind frame was, man, when we go to these after parties, I want to see the bitches falling over, spilling the champagne. I touched them. That's when that shit fired.
They were definitely doing that in Miami, bro. The security was pulling people back, and it was crazy.
That's how it is with Rose in the building. But that's what I gauge the music by.
Oh, this is terrible. She don't like you, sir. Oh, also, DJ Rankin passed away a couple days ago. For those that who if you know who Bigger Rankin was. Okay, let's go. All right, passed away earlier this morning, July 20th, 2026. We know how much he meant to his wife, children, entire city of Jacksonville. As we grieve the loss of a legend, we, the family, ask that our privacy is respected. Funeral arrangements and celebration of the life of Bigger Rankin will be shared as soon as they are available. Listen, I just watched Rod Stewart on stage at the age of 81 with an oxygen mask, but these rap guys, hip hop does not age well. I don't know what it is, man. We just watched Rod Stewart last night on a damn oxygen mask. Talking about if you think I'm sexy. If you think I'm sexy. I'm just saying. Oh, let's go here. He's still beefing with you.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge.
Yeah, okay, they still beefing. I remember that. Okay, anywho, let's get out of here. I'm out of here. All right. No, but this one's costing him a pretty penny because she's been there the longest, I believe, right? You might as well go ahead and get back with Young T. Go and get back with Young T, man. Both of y'all older now. Y'all understand each other. Y'all know each other's ways. Go and get back with Young T. And I don't know. So, all right, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for coming through tomorrow.
One of the ops rigs to catch my taste, keep them in chase. Doing it all like a bitch, look like a dog, double bitch. Talking all my hoes, I might stand my